Hey, what's up everybody? Ben here from blogwithben.com, and today we're exploring APOB AI. And in this tutorial, I'll show you how to create your very own AI influencer step by step. We'll start by generating the AI model and then dive into creating stunning, consistent images and videos using that model. And whether you're a content creator, marketer, or just curious about AI, this tutorial will show you how APOB can revolutionize the way you approach digital content. And real quick, before we get started, if you get any value out of this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to the Blog with Ben YouTube channel. Helps me bring you more resources, and it keeps you up to date with all of the AI, web, and tech trends happening throughout the year. But either way, thank you so much for all your support. All right, with that being said, let's get started. So getting started with APOB is super easy and free. Just head over to blogwithben.com/APOB, and you can access that link in the video description below, and that will take you to APOB's homepage that you're looking at right now. And like I said, you could use APOB's AI for free. Just click the Create for Free button, and you'll then need to create a free account by either entering an email address and password, or you could sign up via Google or Discord. But either way, once you're in, you'll then need to create your alias and username for your APOB account. So in those fields provided, type what you want those to be, and then click the Save button. And just like that, you're ready to go. All right, next, let me give you a quick tour of the dashboard. Okay, so this is your APOB dashboard and is where you'll create your AI influencers. Starting on the left-hand side of the screen, there is a sidebar, and whatever you have selected will display on the right-hand side of the screen. And starting at the top, we have the Create Portrait Model button. This is where you can begin creating your model. Below that is the Home menu item. This is where you can access the dashboard, which is where we're at right now. Then the History menu item. This is where you can access your model and content history. And then below that is the Profile menu item, and this is where you can manage your profile, your subscription, and account settings. Then all the way in the bottom left corner are the APOB social media accounts, terms of service, and privacy policy if you want to check those out. Okay, moving on to the upper right corner of the screen, you have your credits. So each action that you take within APOB costs credits, and depending on what action that is, the amount of credits will vary. A free account starts you off with 80 credits, but you can always upgrade to a paid account by clicking the upgrade button. That's what I did, and we'll go over the pricing options at the end of the video so you could see what's available. Okay, next to that is this little envelope icon. This is where you can view all the comments left on your images by others within the APOB community. And then that profile avatar is where you can access your payment portal, and you can also become an affiliate for APOB and sign out of your account if needed. All right, moving towards the middle of the screen, if this is your first time here, you'll see this banner and the Create Portrait Model button. But once you start creating AI models, you'll be able to access them in this section as well. Below that is the Community Models section. This area showcases models shared by other users on the platform, and each thumbnail represents a unique avatar, often created and customized by others. And below each avatar, you can see the creator's username, the date it was created, and the number of likes or interactions. You can also click on these thumbnails to explore, modify, or use these avatars as a starting point for your own creations. Now, I should point out that while APOB is a powerful and creative tool for generating AI-driven influencers and animations, it's important to note that some user-generated content or outputs may not always align with professional or family-friendly standards. And due to the diverse preferences and inputs from the community, there may occasionally be avatars and models of images that feature revealing or scantily dressed characters. Now, I encourage users to use the platform's built-in safety features such as content filters and ratings to customize their experience and ensure that the generated content aligns with their personal or professional needs. But please know that APOB is continually improving its systems to provide a respectful and inclusive creative environment for all users. Okay, scrolling down, we have the community content, and this section is a dynamic showcase of image and video creations produced by the APOB community. You can hover your mouse over each thumbnail to get a preview and click on them to explore and modify them as well. But unlike the community models section, which focuses on models ready for customization, the community content section highlights finalist media outputs made using various AI tools that include animations and static visuals. Okay, so that's the APOB dashboard. Next, let's create our AI model. Now it's time to dive into the model creation process. And APOB gives you two options. You can browse and modify the community models or create your own from scratch. I'm going to create one from scratch, so within the homepage, you can either click the Create Portrait Model button in the sidebar or within that banner on the homepage. And either one will take you to the Create Model interface where, again, you have a few options as to how to get started. You can upload your own image to use as a reference, or you can use APOB's AI Influencer Generator. Both work great, but for this example, I'm going to use the generator. So I'll select that option. And this opens the generator interface where on the right, you'll see all of the configuration settings. This is what you'll use to create your unique AI influencer. Okay, starting at the top is a random button, and clicking this allows you to quickly generate a random model where APOB will choose all of the settings for you and generate your model. But if you want a more hands-on approach, you can move on to the rest of the settings below. Starting with the gender selector, and there are 3 to choose from: man, woman, and secrecy, which I think makes the model gender neutral. I'm not 100% sure, but those are the 3 genders to choose from. And for this example, I'm going to select woman. Next, we have the age selector, and simply slide that lever from side to side, and you'll see the age number in the box. And I'm going to select 43. Next is the country selector, and just you'll click this drop down and have a ton of options as to what country you want your model to be from. This will help shape the ethnicity of your model as well, so keep that in mind when selecting the country. And I'm going to select American, since I'm American. And then next you can configure the eye color, and clicking that drop down opens all the different colors available. For this example, I'm going to go with gray, so let me select that one really quick. Next, scrolling down, you can configure the hairstyle, and clicking that drop down will display all of the styles to choose from. And for this example, I'm going to go with bangs. So I'll select that hairstyle. There we go. Below that is the hair color selector, and clicking that drop down displays all of the hair colors available. And I hope you're starting to see the power that you have when creating unique AI avatars with this generator. It's pretty cool. Okay, next you can determine the face shape, and clicking that opens the drop down where you'll see all of the face shapes available. So choose the one that you think will work best for your model, and I'm going to go with round with soft cheekbones. Then finally, there are some additional features that you could add to the model by checking those boxes. You can add dimples, you can add a beard, or make them suntanned. Again, just check those boxes next to the features that you want to add. All right, then once you've made all of your configurations, click the Generate button, and you'll see the amount of credits that it costs on the button, which for this action is 10 credits. And remember, you can monitor the amount of credits that you have left in the nav at the top of the screen. Okay, then once you click the Generate button, the AI gets to work and begins creating your AI influencer. You can monitor the progress here, which can take anywhere from a few seconds to a few minutes. It depends on what you're making, but for this action, it usually doesn't take longer than 30 to 40 seconds. And for the sake of time, I'm going to fast forward really quick, but whenever the generator is done, you'll see the image appear where if you click this little icon in the upper right corner, you can get a closer look at the image. And mine came out black and white. I'm not sure if they all do that, but mine did in this example, which isn't a problem. Our images that we create with this reference image will still be in color. But for the most part, I'm really happy with this reference image result. And again, this image will be used as the reference image for all future generations that you'll make with your AI influencer. You can also download this image here if you'd like, but if you're happy with the results, then this is what your AI influencer will look like when you create other images and videos. And I should point out that the consistency is actually very good between all the images, as you'll see in a few moments. Also, if you are not happy with the initial results given by the generator, you can always regenerate the image by clicking the Generate button if you'd like, but I like this one, so I'm going to keep it. Alright, so if you are happy with the result, go ahead and click the Select the Image as Reference Image button. And next you'll be prompted to give your influencer a name and description. So in those fields provided, go ahead and name your influencer and describe them. And this one will be named Carly. And her description will be, "Hi, I'm an AI influencer." All right, our model is ready. So the last thing to do here is to click that Create Your Image Model Now button. And this will officially create your AI influencer. Now, it may take a few seconds, as you'll see here, but whenever it's ready, you'll get this success notification, and you can now begin creating content with your new AI influencer. And on that note, let's start creating consistent content with our new AI influencer. Okay, now that we have our AI influencer reference image, it's time to create a consistent character image set. And I have to say that after using various AI image generators, this is by far one of the best that I've ever used when it comes to creating consistent characters and putting them in different scenes and clothing. A lot of the time, the consistency gets lost when generating different settings, but APOB does an amazing job of keeping characteristics of your AI models consistent and similar throughout. And let me show you what I mean. So here we have the model interface where you can begin crafting your various images and videos using your AI model. And let me give you a quick tour. So starting at the top, you'll see the model info. Again, we're using the one that I just created, Carly. You'll see her reference image along with some social sharing features and comments below that. Then all the way towards the right, you can switch this from a public to private model, meaning the community won't have access to your model to use as their own reference image, and they won't be able to remix the image as well. So if you don't want anyone else to access your model, flip that switch. The next to that are the update and delete buttons for saving changes or removing this project entirely. Okay, moving to the left-hand sidebar menu, this categorizes the tools and features available for creating and editing your model, starting with the video options. These are for creating animations, talking avatars, or videos from still images. Below that is the image section, focusing on static visuals with options such as build your own, which is what we're currently using, and this allows users to create custom images by choosing and refining styles and settings. Below that is the complete set, and this generates multiple variations or a themed collection of images. Next is expert. This offers advanced editing features for detailed customization. Then there's image face swap. This enables swapping faces within existing images. And then edit image. And here you can fine tune or modify pre-generated images. Then moving to the center of the screen, whatever you have selected in the sidebar menu will display here. And again, we're currently in the build your own image section, and this is where you can really drill down and apply various modifiers to create unique images using your AI influencer reference image. And they have different category tabs like style, environment, appearance, and weather, and these let you toggle between different modifier types. Also, each modifier includes filters like art style, architecture, landscape, etc. And then each one of those filters contains various subcategories like realistic, pixel, airport, beach, formal wear, sunny day, etc., giving you a ton of creative control over how you style your AI model and the settings for your images. Then in the bottom right corner, there are the output settings. Here you could set the aspect ratios for your images like 9:16, 3:4, 16:9, etc. And then next to that are the quality options, high and best, allowing you to control the resolution and fidelity of the generated content. And then there's the generate button. This initiates the AI process to create the content based on the selected modifiers. Then towards the top is a text field where you can enter a text prompt to further guide your AI image generations. And then once you start generating images, they'll display here, giving you access to preview your images in the generation section. And then the images that other users within the community have created using your model, if it's public, will display in the inspiration section. You can also use various tools to remix, upscale, and enhance the images as well, which we'll do in just a few moments. But all in all, this is the AI model interface and is how you can start creating content with your AI influencer. And on that note, let's do just that. So within the sidebar, select the type of content that you want to create. I have the build your own option created under the image section, and this gives me the ability to add various modifiers to my AI influencer. And all you'll do is click on them, and you can browse the different subcategories of modifiers to add to your AI model. And there's no hard and fast rule here in terms of what you can add, but I try to keep it simple. So for this example, let's put our model at the beach, and then let's put her in vacation clothing. And then we'll take these photos during a sunset. Now you can add more if you'd like, and you can even add a text prompt to get more specific, but for the sake of time, I'm just going to use these three modifiers. Okay, next you'll need to determine the aspect ratio and quality. I'm leaving it at 9:16 and I'm using the best quality. And then whenever you're ready, click the generate button and the AI gets to work. You'll see your images start to generate under the generation section there, and you can monitor the progress, which again should only take around 30 to 40 seconds. But for the sake of time, I'm going to fast forward really quick and check that out. Our AI influencer Carly is at the beach wearing some vacation style clothing, and the picture is being taken during sunset. Plus we have the 9:16 aspect ratio, and we get our best quality images. Love it. Then you'll notice that each image in the APOB interface features a set of action buttons on that right-hand toolbar. And going through them one by one really quick. First is the view icon. If you click this, it opens the image in a larger, more detailed view. Below that is the download feature, and this allows you to download the image to your device. Next is generate video. This converts this static image into an animation or video. It's useful if you want to bring the avatar or scene to life by turning it into a dynamic animated sequence, which we'll do in just a bit. Below that is the HD or upscale feature, and this enhances the resolution and quality of the image. Next is the detail icon. This displays specifics about how the image was generated. Then the share icon. This provides options to share the image with others. And then finally, that little heart. This allows other users to like the image if it's public. Okay, then let's take a closer look at these images. And one way to do that is with the detail feature. So go ahead and click on that. And this opens the detail interface where, again, you can get a closer look at the image. You can also review the modifiers used and comments left, if any, and you can like and share the image as well. Then moving to the left corner of that image, there's this 3-dot icon, and clicking that opens another drop-down where you can delete the image altogether if needed. Then at the bottom left corner are more sharing and liking options. And then in the upper right, you have another toolbar where you can remix the image, essentially reusing this image to create another image. You can also create a talking avatar using this particular image. Next to that is the generate video feature where you can turn this image into a video. It's pretty cool. And then next to that is the upscale feature, and then the download option and the view option. Okay, so there is obviously a lot that you could do here as well, but for the sake of time, let's just go through a few features. First, let's upscale this image and improve the resolution. So in that toolbar, click the upscale button, and then you'll get this notice letting you know that it costs 16 credits to upscale. And then go ahead and click the generate button, and the AI gets to work again, creating a separate enhanced version of this image. Again, you can monitor the progress here, which usually takes 30 to 40 seconds, but when it's done, you'll see the upscaled version displayed here. And it's hard to tell in this video, but from what I can see, the upscaled version is much more detailed and overall better quality. Okay, next, let's generate a video from this image. So you have a few ways to go about this. If you go to the details of any image like we're at right now, within that toolbar, all you have to do is click the generate video option, and this will use that image and take you back to the model interface, but this time it'll select the image to video option, and our upscaled image is being used as a reference for the video. Then if you look towards the right, you have a few options in terms of how to generate this video. I currently have it set to generate a high quality video. However, that limits me to level 3 duration, which I believe is the speed as to which it will generate. And then I'm unable to enter a description to help guide the video generation as well. But if you change the quality to best, you can add a description, just FYI. Okay, so let's see how this turns out. So whenever you're ready, click the generate button, and this will cost you 30 credits. And the AI gets to work, creating a video based on this reference image. Again, you can monitor the performance here, which this time, since it was a video, took a few minutes. So instead of having you sit here for a few minutes, let me fast forward again really quick. And then we have our video. So it's okay, but I think it could be a lot better. And one way to ensure great video quality is to use the face swap feature. Now it's time to dive into one of APOB's most exciting features, face swapping. This tool allows you to take an existing image or video and swap in a different face. It's great for fun, creative projects, but there are some important things to keep in mind when using it. First, always make sure you have the rights to use the media and the faces involved. For example, if you're using a photo or video of someone else, you'll need their permission before applying this tool. Using someone's likeness without consent, especially for public or commercial purposes, can lead to serious legal issues like privacy violations or copyright infringement. It's also important to know the rules around face swapping vary depending on where you live, so be sure to check your local laws to stay compliant. And as a general rule, always aim to use this tool ethically and responsibly. For example, avoid creating content that misleads or harms others. To sum it up, think before you swap. Stick to using media you own, have permission to use, or that's in public domain. And just to be extra clear, here's a quick disclaimer. This feature is intended for ethical and lawful use. Users are responsible for ensuring they have the necessary permissions and rights to use any media or likeness involved. Misuse of this feature may violate privacy, intellectual property rights, or applicable laws. So please use this responsibly. Okay, with that in mind, let's see how this thing works. Okay, so I'm currently in my model's interface, and within the video section of the sidebar, we'll select Video Face Swap. Then from here, you can drag and drop your video file or click to upload, and then find the video file that you want to use. Please keep in mind that it needs to be less than 1 minute long. And then once the video file has been added, it will take a few seconds to upload, so just sit tight really quick while it does its thing. And then you can configure the quality of the output here. It's actually recommended to use the Ultra version when using the face swap, but I just use the best. We'll just see how this turns out. Then click the Generate button, and you'll see that this costs 360 credits. That's a few more than what it costs to create an image, but that's how it goes. Some actions cost a lot more than others. And this one actually took about 5 minutes to create, so I'm definitely gonna fast forward to the end so you can see the results. And boom, check that out. The girl in the original video, her face has been swapped out with my AI influencer's face, and I gotta say, it looks really good, as you can see when compared to the original. Okay, the last thing that I want to show you is how to remix other images. So let's head back to our home dashboard by clicking that little arrow icon towards the top of the screen. And next, let's remix an image using a completely different model. One of the coolest features in APOB is the ability to remix community models. This means you can take an avatar shared by someone else in the community and make it uniquely yours. And let me show you how. So first, head over to the community models section of your dashboard, and if you click the View All button, you'll find a wide variety of avatars that other APOB community users have created and shared. Think of this as your inspiration hub. Next, select any model that catches your eye. And once you click on it to open it, you'll be taken to this AI Influencers model interface where the build your own image is selected and the steps are the exact same as before. But this time we're customizing this particular model and adding modifiers to this reference image. And for this guy, I'm gonna make him realistic, and then let's put him on a stage. Then I will add a text prompt this time to see how it turns out. So instead of him playing a guitar, let's have him playing a violin. All right, then I'm going to keep the aspect ratios and quality as is, and then click the Generate button. And once again, the AI gets to work generating 4 new images using this model as our reference. And in a few moments, we have him playing a violin on stage. Now, I'm not sure why he's wearing a hat, but all in all, I'm really impressed with this remix feature. Okay, the last thing I want to quickly go over are the pricing and subscription plans. So if after using the free version of APOB, you find that you want to unlock all of the features and credits available, I highly recommend upgrading to a paid plan. And you can do so by clicking the upgrade button from your homepage. And as you can see here, APOB offers a variety of subscription plans to suit different needs and budgets, whether you're just getting started or you're a power user looking for advanced features. There are 4 to choose from, all vary in price, features, and credits available per month, but I can assure you that a paid plan gets you a lot more than the free Nano plan. Also, there's currently a 60% discount on annual plans for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, so now might be the perfect time to invest in a subscription if you're watching this around the holidays in 2024. And that brings us to the end of our APOB tutorial. Today we explored just a handful of the amazing features that this platform has to offer, from creating unique avatars and animations to experimenting with tools like face swap and talking avatars. But trust me, we've only scratched the surface. APOB is packed with so many creative possibilities, whether you're looking to design professional visuals, craft, personalized content, or just have fun experimenting with AI. There's something here for everyone. And I encourage you to dive in and explore all the features that we didn't cover today. Try out new styles, push the boundaries on your creativity, and don't be afraid to experiment. Also, if you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into awesome tools like this one. So that's going to do it for this video. If you found it helpful, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Blog with Ben YouTube channel. Also, if you're looking to start a blog, check out these 2 videos on how to build, grow, and monetize a WordPress blog. They'll walk you through the entire process step by step. And as always, your support means a great deal to me and my family, and for that, I thank you. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.